I'm Amy Vantine, and I am an adoptive mother to my daughter, who is going to be 12 next week. Our story began 4 years ago. We were foster parents, and we fostered her, and then that led into us adopting her. We saw problems from the beginning, but we always felt that it was because she came into the foster care system and that trauma that brought her into our care. And then her mother passed away, and so we thought, okay, this is grieving, and then it was she just needs permanency, and we always kept finding reasons to justify the behaviors and seeking all different types of therapy, from equine therapy to EMDR to traditional therapy to play therapy to grief counseling, you name it. Behaviors just kept escalating and getting worse. It finally came to a head where emotionally I just couldn't take the day in, the day out, the abuse on me, the abuse on the other children in the house, the fits, the holes in the walls, the screaming, the yelling, the name calling, the death threats, all of it. So at one point I ended up reaching out to social services after we were denied residential treatment care. Her therapist felt that she needed residential. I felt she needed residential. When we checked with Medicaid to do the residential, they denied it because they felt for attachment disorder she needed in-home therapy, which we also had tried. So once I knew she was denied for residential, my hopes became very small. That was like my last saving grace, was thinking that we could get residential help. We got to the point where the therapist could no longer give us suggestions on what to do to help her and to maintain her behaviors at home, other than take her to the ER, don't pick her up. My other children were suffering some depression and PTSD symptoms themselves, so it was becoming a danger for her to be in our home, for everybody, including herself. So we had her in respite with a friend, and the friend could keep her until a certain date, but it was also becoming very trying for her at the friend's house, who had other young children who we were concerned for, and animals, and just her behaviors in their home. I called social services multiple times on myself. What I kept hearing is there's no immediate crisis.
Right.
So pretty much they are reactive, not proactive. And as a parent, I kept saying, I can't wait until something happens. I cannot wait until she hurts herself or hurts somebody else. I'm just not willing. It was leading there. It was very clear that's where we were going. Can't do it. And so I felt like I was kind of in the place of either she comes home and she hurts somebody and I get dependency and neglect charges for not following what the professionals were telling me on getting her the help, or I report myself and I hand her over to the county and get dependency and neglect charges. It's out there in the RAD world that we're to leave our children at the hospitals and refuse to pick them up to get services, and to me that's wrong. That's wrong. I did not want to traumatize my daughter anymore by refusing to pick her up, and I couldn't do that.